Shalom Aleichem, friend. I got a quick study for you. It won't take nothing, no longer than 10 minutes. The question is, are strangers/Gentiles really genetic Israelites? Absolutely not. It's a lie to back up a lie. The first lie was that only genetic Israelites could obtain salvation. But we see that strangers/Gentiles keeping the covenant, proving the first lie that only genetic Israelites could obtain salvation is a lie. Instead of repenting, now the second lie the false teacher has came up with is, well, you know that those strangers that we see obtaining salvation in Tanakh and those that are keeping the covenant, those really aren't strangers. Those are really Israelites. Let's go to about 3 scriptures just to show that that's not true. Numbers chapter 15, verses 14 through 16. And if a stranger sojourneth with you, or whosoever be among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord, as ye do, so he shall do. One ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourneth with you, an ordinance forever in your generations. As ye are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. One law and one manner shall be for you and for the stranger that sojourneth with you. Leviticus chapter 17, verses 15 through 16. And every soul that eateth that which dieth of itself, or that which is torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening, then shall he be clean. But if he wash them not, nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his own iniquity. Now that's talking about a particular law of if you eat something that has died of itself, instead of being slaughtered properly, you got to bathe and wash your clothes, and by evening, you'll be clean again. You'll be ritually clean again. But notice that that's talking not only to the Israelite, but also to the stranger that's with them. So that's talking to both of them. Scripture number 3, Numbers chapter 15, verses 28 through 29. And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sinneth ignorantly, when he sinneth by ignorance before the Lord, to make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. Ye shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them. It's just talking about the priest making atonement. Notice that the priests make atonement for the Israelite and the stranger that sojourneth among them. Now, in my conclusion, I have just one question. Why are these people still called strangers? People that are circumcised, people that are keeping the covenant, people that are allowed to give offerings, people living with and like Israelites, people getting forgiveness of sins. Why are these people still called strangers? Answer: because they are strangers, because they are Gentiles. These strangers are not backsliding Israelites. See, this is what the false teacher is teaching. They are teaching that since they see that these strangers are getting forgiveness of sins and participating in the covenant, they say, well, you know what? Those are really not strangers. Those are really backslidden Israelites, and that's why they're called strangers. Now, question. Now, if they are participating in all the things that the Israelites are doing and getting forgiveness of sins, How are they backslidden? So they can't be backslidden Israelites because they are participating. They are participating in the covenant. So that's a lie. They are not backslidden Israelites. Lie number two that they tell is that these people are from the northern tribes that went into idolatry. So now they're called strangers because they went back into Greek thought or Gentile thought. So now they are considered strangers. But that's another lie because the tribes have not split at this time. This is just one, all the tribes together, Israelites. This is before there was a southern and northern Israel. This is all just one Israel. This is before the split. This is before they even had a king. This is before King Saul. This is before King David. This is before they even had a king. So this is not talking about northern tribes. That's another lie. So in my conclusion, these strangers are non-Israelites that have participated in the covenant and are receiving salvation just like the regular Israelites. I'll repeat that. These are not backslidden Israelites. These are not northern tribe Israelites. This is before the split. This is before there was a northern and southern kingdom of Israel. This is before all that. This is before the split didn't happen until after King Solomon. This is before all that. This is before King Saul, King David, King Solomon. So that's another lie. These are not northern tribe Israelites. So what are they going to come up with next? I challenge everybody to read those scriptures that I put up and read the whole context of them. And if you still have an issue, reach out to me. And I challenge you to do this. All of you that following teachers that teach this false doctrine, I ask you to ask your teacher to publicly debate me on this matter. I repeat that. I ask all of you that follow teachers that teach this false doctrine to ask your teacher to publicly debate me on this matter. And then you will see for yourself. Until the next time, shalom.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai